pickleball. Was this game named after a dog or a boat?
Well, the origins are up for debate, but absolutely not the craze that is sweeping the country. And this is Chick to Chick. This podcast is sponsored by Steve Gephardt and Moneyline Lending. It's summertime and it is the busiest time of the year for folks and families to move, get ahead of the school year.
Yeah, and get into a new place. Well, Steve and Moneyline can help you find and finance the home of your dreams. You can connect with Steve by going to moneylinemortgages.com or steveselleseverything.com. All right, we talking about pickleball, anyone? Everybody is obsessed with this game. Okay, and I'm putting it out there. I started playing 5 years ago.
That's crazy.
And everybody was like, pickleball? What's pickleball? What are you doing playing pickleball?
I think I said that a few times.
Yeah. Oh, you picked up on that? Yeah, I was talking about you.
Who, me?
I started playing 5 years ago, and I absolutely loved it. I was into it. It's great fun. It's good exercise.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, though. I don't always keep score because I don't really care.
Fun.
I'm not competitive about it. And some
yeah.
people are super competitive. So
Yeah, well, I just recently learned to play pickleball, and I promptly texted my family because it was on Mother's Day and I was away with my friend, and I texted them and I said, stop the presses. I don't know what you're doing, but you need to go to Dick's and you need to get me a pickleball paddle, I almost called it a racket, shame on me, and a ball. And then I proceeded to tell them that I'm a baller, to which they laughed at me. I know that that's a basketball term, but guess what? I'm now a pickleballer now because I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed.
You're a little late to the game.
I got here.
But you're here.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here now.
And some people are absolutely obsessed with this game, including our guest, Deb Loving. Hey, Deb, so glad you came on the podcast today. You are obsessed with pickleball. When did you start playing the game, and why are you so obsessed with it?
I know, I kind of am. I don't know. Well, I only started a year and a half ago. Actually, I never even heard of it 5 years ago, I guess, when you were playing.
Yep.
But so, yeah, a year and a half ago, that was October. So I was obsessed overnight. I mean,
I understand.
We played through the winter. I mean, like hand warmers, toe warmers, wool socks, like down coats, hats. I mean, it was crazy. As long as it was above 32, yeah, all winter.
What do you love about it?
You know, I just think it's the social thing. It's the exercise.
So, you know, when I see people playing tennis, they're like, and they're not talking. And
that's what I look like when I play pickleball.
Well, yeah, but people talk when they're playing pickleball. There's
Much
more
more fun.
interaction. I think there is a big social aspect to it that you don't necessarily see
for sure.
in other sports. And a true story, I have seen this woman out in the dead of winter playing with her gloves and her hat on. And I'm
Good
looking
for
at you going, girl, you're crazy.
Are you kidding? You go
You're
out
crazy.
and walk. Like now I expect you to go play with Deb.
Yeah, and you play every single day for several hours? Every single day. Is that true? That's what I heard,
Well,
Deb.
I work a lot, so I do that. So I would say 5 days.
5 days a week you're playing. So how do you find the time? Because you did say that you work, you're a realtor. How do you fit this in? Like, how are you doing this?
I look at the beginning of the week at my schedule for the week, and then I find all the gaps. So it could be 7:30 in the morning. It could be 1 o'clock. You know, it could be, 6:30 at night. And then I have, a bunch of friends, on group messaging that we reach out. Okay, who can do this? Who can do this? Who can do this? And then I get scheduled for the week.
I love it. That is so fun.
This is her priority. Not cleaning the house, not doing the laundry, not doing the grocery shopping.
Listen, I'm slowly moving into the same priorities as Deb. So I'm a newbie, and this is what I really need to understand, because so far I've only played singles. And the 2 times that I've played pickleball, which feels like I've played forever. But I want to understand the rules because I don't quite get them. So can you just give us some of the basic rules right now so I can understand?
Sure. It's not that complicated. It's You can play singles or you can play doubles. And, like you said, it's kind of a combination of tennis, ping pong, badminton. It's played on a smaller version of a tennis court. And the points are scored from when you're serving. So you have two people on each side, typically more so doubles than singles. And the first person serves until they fault. Then the second person serves till they fault, because you can only score again while you're serving. And then it goes to the other side. And then you have both servers serve on the other side.
So, and there's talk about you have to stay out of the kitchen. Where's the kitchen, and when do you have to stay out of the kitchen? Because I'm not even clear on that. Do I stay out of the kitchen? Do I go in, or do I go to the bathroom? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
So the kitchen is the 7 feet in front of the net on both sides.
Okay.
So they call it the non-volley zone. So you're not allowed to hit the ball out of the air in that 7 feet. So it has to bounce to hit it in that area. So, and as you play the game, the ball can bounce and you can hit it, or you can hit it out of the air and volley it. You can lob it across the court. You can drive it.
When are you not allowed in the kitchen? Because I've seen where, you're kind of like teetering on the edge. Is it you have to wait to be served to, and then once the ball is served to you, then you can get in the kitchen, or are you just never allowed in the kitchen?
No, you are allowed in the kitchen when it bounces.
Okay.
So you're not allowed in the kitchen when the ball is out of the air.
So if I'm close to the kitchen.
This is why I don't pay any attention to the rules.
Okay.
I don't keep score.
I need to know.
This is absurd.
So when my husband and I were playing the other night for the first time, and I literally had like the loosey-goosey of the rules, right? Like you have to serve and kind of stay underhand where you serve, and you serve it in the opposite box. And then I kept saying to him, but you can't be in the kitchen. He's like, why can't I ever go in the kitchen? I'm like, I don't know, the kitchen's off limits. Now I understand. So if you hit the ball, if the ball gets served to you and it bounces in the kitchen, can I step in the kitchen with my foot and hit it? Or do I have to wait? That's the part. I don't want to get burned in the kitchen.
Well, if it bounces, you can hit it.
Okay.
You can step in the kitchen.
Okay.
If it
has to bounce.
I can't hit it out of the air. In the kitchen.
It has to bounce in the kitchen.
Good. I don't even like the kitchen. Can we just say I don't like to cook? I don't want to be in the kitchen. I don't want to. But I
went on strike 5 years ago. I'm always out of the kitchen.
Okay.
I just wanted to show people what you were talking about. Like, this is what the paddle looks like.
Don't call it a racket. Like I did.
It's not a racket. It's much smaller than a tennis racket.
And much bigger than a ping pong paddle.
Right. And it's solid on both sides. And this is what the ball looks like. It kind of looks like a wiffle ball.
Yeah. But it's heavier, right?
It's heavier than a wiffle ball. But because it doesn't have the bounce to it like a tennis ball, I think this game is a lot more physical than tennis, because when you hit the tennis ball, the ball bounces. In this, you've got to run for the ball.
Yes.
And I've run many a times and tripped trying to get the ball. But I really feel like it is a really, really good workout.
Oh my gosh,
Are you getting a good workout when you do this for 2, 3, 4 hours
5 days a week?
5 days a week?
Yeah, no, I do. I get a great workout.
Now, do you know the history of the game? I'm just kind of curious. Do you know how pickleball got its name?
Well, from what I heard, first of all, I heard that it started, there were like 3 fathers in Bainbridge, Washington, that made the game up to keep their kids occupied. And then I heard they had a dog named Pickles. And that's somehow where they came up with the name.
Carrie,
Right.
Carrie did her research.
I wanted to be a sleuth on all of this.
She was our investigative reporter on pickleball.
Exactly. So 1965.
So what did you find out?
Back in 1965.
You were right up to, it was 1965, and it was a group of these neighbors, and they were coming together to play the game. And yes, one of the neighbors had a dog named Pickle, and Pickle would always chase after the ball. So then they were like, oh, it's pickleball. The other one is that there was a crew boat. You know, one of the other neighbors, the wives, was a road crew. And she said that like the people in pickleball that are just like, I don't know if they're just like whatever kind of people, because in a crew boat, if it's just a mishmash of people, they call it the pickle boat. So I guess she wasn't being too kind about her crazy neighbors playing pickleball, because she likened it to kind of the crazy group that would be in a crew boat. So that's where the other one is. But there's no real true definition that really sticks. So hence I always thought it was funny, pickleball. It's just
it doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Where's the pickle?
There's no pickle. I love dogs, so I'm invested in the dog story. So why not?
And it's crazy what's going on, because courts are popping up everywhere. Yeah. Tennis courts are being converted into pickleball courts, and now indoor pickleball courts are popping up all over the place. Look at how excited she is.
I know.
She's so excited to hear about the.
You can go indoors and not have your hands all wrapped up.
I know.
She's already looking forward to that. If somebody said to you, I want to play this game, Deb, but I'm not really certain about it, give us your best pitch why somebody should play pickleball.
Yeah.
You know what? It's just my happy place. Honestly, it is. I don't know. You know, I could have a lot going on in my world and be busy with work and busy with life. And I just go there, and and everybody's like that. It's not just me.
Yeah.
So you have a big group of women, and we're all just happy to be there, and we laugh, and you leave there because you got the exercise. So you leave there feeling so good the rest of the day. And everybody feels the same way. It's not just me. My family says, oh, you're obsessed. I'm like, everybody feels the same way.
Well, I agree with you, and I agree with your family. You are obsessed, but it's okay.
It's all good.
It's all good, and we loved having you on this podcast because you are our pickleball fanatic, and just thanks so much for doing this. Thanks, Deb.
Well, ladies, get out there and play with me.
I want to. I definitely want to.
Will do.
She's right. I can't describe it, but I could be having like the worst day. Like my stress is up to here, and you step onto the court, and I don't the stress goes away. Yeah. You're having fun. You're laughing. You're carrying on. You're getting a great workout, and you walk away like, whatever. Like it's great fun.
Yeah.
It's great entertainment, free entertainment.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
I'm glad that I picked it up. I'm sorry that it took me so long to come to my senses.
Late to the game.
But alas, I do have a paddle. It's adorable. I don't have it with me. It is in my trunk next to my golf clubs, because I think, like Elwood said back on Legally Blonde, happy people just don't kill their husbands. Endorphins make you happy. Happy people don't kill their husbands. So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
Happy people don't kill their husbands.
And you will get endorphins from playing pickleball. We loved having you guys today. Thanks for joining in on our podcast. And do us a favor, head over to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe until we're back to chirp about another topic.